Oh, great. Hey there guys! Today I'll be bringing you a video showing you how to build a micro Lego F-22 Raptor. Now, recently I built a micro Lego F-18 and I got suggestions in that video to build this plane. So without further ado, here we go. We'll start out by building the wing sections, and you'll take a brick that looks just like this, which of course is 4x4, and you'll take an angled piece just like this and put that on either of the corners. Doesn't really matter which corner you do, you just have to alternate it with the other wing you make. Then you get a slanted piece that is 4 bricks long, along with a 1x3 piece, but of course a 1x2 piece would work there as well. Now, depending on what bricks you have, you can use what works best for you. Then of course you'll do the same with opposite pieces, and you'll connect them like this, right on top of each other. So basically you're taking these two pieces and you're going to put a shorter one underneath the other. So you have two wing halves. Now we'll build the horizontal stabilizers by taking some 1x3 pieces like this, and you'll take a 1x2 piece just like this, and that will just connect them right there. And you got to make sure that that is in the center. You can't have it down here because that's where we connect it to the plane. Then you'll make another one, and of course they're going to be identical because, you know, they're both sticking up. And now is for the hard part. This is the part that took me the most time to engineer. This is the horizontal stabilizer along with the engine. Now, in order to build this, you'll take two pieces like this. Now this one, I've taken a 1x2 piece, and I've just put a slanted piece on top of that. Then here, I have another slanted piece and a claw that is flat. It runs in the same direction as the brick, and that will just connect in like this. Then you'll make another one, where you take another one of these claw pieces, a single one piece. On top of that, you have a 1x2, and then two more slanted pieces that run back to back. So I'll hold it right here so you can pause the video and make sure you have all those pieces. And this basically is your horizontal stabilizer. Now you'll do two of those. They're going to be identical. Here is the opposite side here. And in order to make the mount where you'd put them, you would get a piece like this. Let me dismantle this. You'll get a piece like this that has two side holes. Then these pieces, these are actually the little mountings for levers, and I have just taken the actual rod out so that way they look like exhaust openings. Then from here you'll take a 1x2 piece with an offset stud, put that on the raised side like that. Then you'll take a piece like this, put another one of those offset bricks, and when you line them up, you want to make sure that this runs so that it's the same length on each side. And then you'll simply take these and you'll snap them in place. So the back one is the one that have the back-to-back pieces, and that will line up pretty much at the end of it. Then you'll take the other one and line it up accordingly so that way they both fit flush, and you want to make sure that they're pretty much parallel to the entire thing. You'll do the same thing with the other side, snapping that one in first, and this one right there. And I thought that this looked pretty good as far as the actual angles and symmetry of the tail. Now to build the fuselage. This is where it gets a little complicated as well. So right here, you see that I have a 1x6 flat piece and two claw pieces right here. I'm going to take this part a little bit more so you can see how I've put it together. Once I get those pieces off, you can see that under here I have a 2x3 gray piece that I have mounted those claw pieces on. And then underneath it, it's just simply two 1x2s stacked up on top of each other right in the center. Once I dismantle it, you can kind of see how it goes together. And then you'll take a 1x4, put that in the center, lining it up in the back, and then the two flat 1x6 pieces go on like that. Now, this is the center little hub area that the gear connects to. So as you can see in here, I have two pieces that have side studs on each side, but you of course could use these with only one peg, because really all you need is one peg per side. Now you can work out any way to do that, but on here you can see that I have a 1x2 piece that has this sort of, you know, angled out bit right there. And on top of this, you'll just put another flat 1x2, and that is a Lego hand. I've pulled that off a little guy, an innocent little man, and I have put it on here. It's the exact same thing on the other side with the one rail looking piece, flat brick, and a Lego hand. You can see that I have kind of angled them outward a little bit rather than inward, because those are the two pieces of main gear in this case. Now for the cockpit area, you can see I have a flat 1x8 brick right here, and beneath that I have a hinge with another hinge on that, and simply another 1x2 below the longest piece. Then I have a flat glass piece that rests on the shorter edge, and it'll stick out over one. Then, just like earlier, 1x8 goes back on top of that. Then, this is sort of the trailing, or the leading edge of the wing. You'd take a brick that has one side stud only, and a slanted piece like that. You'll make two of these, and of course, they're going to angle back like this. Then, to build the actual nose of it, you'll get a 1x4 gray piece, and you'll put another 1x4 gray piece. You'll stagger that so that two overlap. Then on top of that, if I pop this off, you can see I have a 1x2 piece, a slanted glass piece, and a little glass dot. Now if you have an actual stud that's square, you can put that in there as well. I just did not have it. And on the front, I have a flat piece. It connects simply like that. Then some other miscellaneous parts I have to hold the whole thing together. I have one more Lego hand, which is the nose gear, 1x3 and 1x2, which hold the wings together. Now, to assemble the entire thing. So, you can see, you take this main chunk right here, and from here, you'll take the wings. Now this, you'd want to line up like that, so that way the trailing edge of this lines up with that. So when you connect it on, it should fit quite nicely along with the other side. Notice that this piece meets on one brick in, and then from here you will take this big long piece that will line up along this, so that way it fits flushly at the very end. Oops, sorry, that is incorrect. You want it to stick out two. So instead of having that stick out one brick, I'm going to put this back. This is going to go all the way back so that two bricks stick out. That's the correction. And then you'll take this piece that will connect right on top of here, and you can see that we've got some nice lines here. Looks pretty stellar. Then you'll take these two pieces. How you'll want to line them up is you'll set this in the piece right there, so that way this stud lines up with the clip, or the little claw piece there. And you'll just want to apply pressure and rotate it inward, so that way it eventually will stay in there. And I think that these snap in just about perfectly to the actual angles of the real plane. Just want to align them so they're the same. Then from here, you've got these pieces. These will snap in right in front of the leading edge of the wing. So that way these 1x6 flat pieces, there'll be one gap on the edge, and you can see that makes it so that the slope along the wing is not so aggressive. There's not a huge gap in front of it, so it makes it look a lot smoother. Then, take this cockpit piece, that will slide in right here, and the way you'll do this is you'll line up, that little dot right there, it should go, here let me refocus the camera because we're going to get really close. That's going to go right underneath there. So if you want to, you can fold that piece back a little bit and just press it in. And after you've got that, just press that piece back down as well as you can. And then you'll take this chunk, that will fit in right here so that, right here so that the Lego hands are at the back of it. And then from there, you've just got those other filler pieces that I was talking about. So this 1x3 bridges across that gap right there, and that will hold in the wings, so that way it's actually held together quite well. This 1x2 just fits in. You want to line that up to this piece, snaps in like that. And this, I'd say, is probably the most annoying part. You'll take this Lego hand, and you'll line it up to, let's get really close again, this piece right here. So if you can, you'll just kind of want to press it in. Sometimes it pops out, looks like we're lucky, and it did not, but whew, there it is. there is your micro Lego F-22. Hope you enjoyed. I'll be bringing more soon.